Today I am going to talk about another concept through this Samma TV. The subject is positive thinking. Normally, Lord Buddha talk about this matter, positive thinking. There's one sutta called Vyaggapaccha Sutta. There he talk about the energy, accomplishment, Utthana Sampada. Under this, he gave 5 factors that you have to put your energy in order to accomplish. One is Alankatum. Alankatum means you should think that I can do this. So that is the positive thinking. So Buddha asks us to cultivate this. Now we are living in a society where a lot of the problems comes through our own mind as well as outside society. So we have to face, because sometimes you want to do this, but sometimes society prevent you. So sometimes you naturally you will have the negative thoughts, but Buddha encourage us that we should harbor this concept, that is positive thinking, always in your mind. Now, positive thinking is something is not outside from your body. No, it is inside your body. It is connected with your mind. Now, why you want to have positive thoughts in your mind? As you know, our mind we can of course divide into 2 layers. First is active mind, Kiriya Chitta. Now I am talking or I do so many things with the help of my Kiriya Chitta, that layer. Beyond that layer, you have another layer or the sphere, that is we call Bhavanga Chitta, subliminal consciousness, or we can say unconscious mind. Now, according to Buddhism, whatever you think, good or bad, whatever you did or whatever you do or say, everything will go to the unconscious mind, subliminal consciousness, Bhavanga Chitta. Now, if you try to think in negative way, these thoughts of course goes to subliminal consciousness, Bhavanga Chitta. What is the function of this subliminal consciousness, Bhavanga Chitta, is whatever the suggestion you give, subliminal consciousness accept it without clarifying it, without verifying it. It takes received in its real form, and what is happening is that afterward it reproduce and it will come to your active consciousness. So if you try to see or think in negative form, so you will have negative thoughts. So it is very bad. So what you have to do is you have to cultivate positive thoughts, as Buddha said. So Buddha said that you have to strive it. In Vyaggapaccha Sutta, he said that you have to strive it. It's not coming naturally. You have to strive. You have to give some sort of extra energy for this particular thought in order to come up as a habit. Now, if you wanted to build up this positive thinking. One way is that you should avoid all the negative thoughts. Now, for instance, if you are going to find out gems, stone, so you have to dig the earth. Then, if you dig out a large volume of earth out of that dig, then only you will find one piece of gemstone. But there are lot of volumes of dirty, unnecessary soil. Okay. Likewise, you have to find out always good thoughts through the many bad negative thoughts. So, always you have to be with that positive thought. Then only you can subdue the negative thought. Second is always try to speak, try to see the positive things. Now, as a human beings, we always count the fault, not the blessings. But in this regard, what you have to do is, you have to count the blessings. Whatever the people, whatever the things that you face, try to see the good side of that object, good side of that speech, good side of that action. Then you will train your mind to think in positively, act in positively, speak in positively. Second thing is that in the society you meet a lot of people. When you come across a person who has the negative thoughts, try to avoid him. Don't talk to him, because you see, he will convince you with the help of negative thoughts. What you have to do is, you have to avoid it, because now your aim is to develop positive thoughts. So, if you have a company with the negative thought person, so you will finally find yourself in a place where negative thought is coming up. So, in order to avoid it, what you have to do is, don't have an association with the negative the people, those who have negative thoughts or negative thinking, or the person who always try to criticize others. For instance, we call them career critics. Try to avoid all those career critics, and try to always meet or associate with the people, those who have positive thinking. Thereby, you can develop this and you can achieve anything in this world. If you have any question, clarification, the subject what I have talked now, you can of course send your questions to us under this email address, and we'll try to give you the answers, or we can clarify your doubts on this particular subject.
සම්මා TV එන්න ධර්මය දකින්න. බොහෝ දෙනාගේ හිතසුව පිණිස මේ ඔබේ කල්යාණ මිත්‍රයන් අතරේ ෂෙයා කරන්න.